What is going on, everybody? We are back with another CCW review. I'm Nick,
And I'm Joe.
and we're covering SmackDown from Halloween, and I wish we weren't.
Yeah. It's, missing your D&D campaigns, are you?
I am.
Because
I
usually
am.
Friday nights are
Actually,
dedicated to that.
I'm gearing up to DM my first ever campaign, so I'm excited for that.
Is that next week? Or are you
No,
doing it this weekend?
it'll be a while.
You're still putting it together?
Well, we're not even done with our campaign that we're currently in, so it'll be after that, and then I think one other person is going to run a different tabletop RPG, which could take another couple months. So I'm not expecting to just jump into this soon, but it gives me time to save up and buy some things that I need.
So next Halloween.
No, not that long, not that long. Yeah, I'm glad we started off with that because that's far more interesting than the rest of the shit we got to talk about.
Yeah, it was not a good show.
So we're in Salt Lake City, Utah, which I'm sure the crowd wish they were anywhere but here.
Well, I'm sure the Salt Lake fans are happy they're there, just not for this show. Maybe tomorrow's show.
Right. We got Michael Cole and Corey Greaves on commentary.
Yes, Corey Graves is back.
We start off with an in-ring segment, so the way they started this off, I loved because there was no, she comes out with, music to start off. Like, it gave this sense that Tiffany was pissed, which was fine. And then Jade
Until
came
she started
out.
talking, and then she didn't drop any curse words or anything, and I soon lost my convinced that she was actually pissed.
So she comes out, Jade does, wearing, she's one of like 3 people that dressed up tonight, which is another negative I have for this whole show. It's Halloween, and 99% of you guys suck.
Yeah, only R-Truth, Jade Cargill, and
R-Truth, Jade, Chelsea, Julia, and Cody to some whack extent.
I didn't even notice Julia.
She was wearing a skeleton hoodie. So, I mean, it wasn't anything special, but it was better than an orange suit.
And you didn't like the pumpkin suit?
No, it was dumb. But Jade came out wearing... So, she came into the building wearing a Punisher outfit, which was super dope.
Yeah, if that was like her gear, I thought that's what she was going to come to the ring with, because I thought that was like gear.
Well, regardless, she came to the ring wearing a Batman Returns Catwoman outfit, which was also super dope. And that scar over her eye looks awesome. Listen, it must have sucked having to get it, but it actually makes her look cooler. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
Nick Aldis comes out and says that she can't get physical because of everything that happened last week.
Tiffany's not cleared.
Jade says that tomorrow night, taffy time. She didn't even say Tiffy right. She said taffy time.
No, she did call it. She called it taffy time.
She said taffy time is up. Tiffy tried to attack her. Security stops her. Meh. Overall, stupid segment.
The segment wasn't hot at all. They thought it was going to be hot, and the crowd was just dead.
Yeah, it was.
The crowd could not have cared less.
That's because WWE crowds can't start getting hype until a music plays, dude. That's where we're at with the WWE.
You're not wrong. Well, that's all they watch. They watch for the finish and the intros. Everything in between is
like
just nothing.
If Tiffy would have came out to her theme song, the crowd probably would have been more into it. But I hate that we're here because her theme song ain't even that great.
No. I like you liked the spontaneous nature of her just coming out. She's pissed off. She's like, cut the music. I really wish she would have been like really mad and been like, cut the damn music.
Listen, though, Tiffany makes up a little bit for it later because she says some funny shit that had me laughing, but we'll get to that.
Okay.
We get an Ilya package right before the U.S. Open Challenge. I said he's not dressed up for anything cool for Halloween. I specifically mentioned it here. Not realizing that the entire show... Nia dressed up for Halloween as her fucking self. I didn't realize no one else for like most of the rest of the show wasn't going to be dressing up for Halloween. So yeah, it starts here.
we got R-Truth in the backstage segment next.
Right. R-Truth comes.
Thinking it was Christmas.
R-Truth comes in to give the Motor City Machine Guns candy, and this is the only R-Truth sighting. It felt pointless because it should have showed him backstage several times doing this, and you're like, nope, we get one quick segment.
I would agree. He should have came in at the end of the Chelsea and Julia thing and been like, "What's up, y'all? Have a Kit Kat." You telling me they couldn't get a candy sponsor? They got sponsors for every fucking thing else.
Right.
You're telling me this wouldn't have been an ample opportunity for R-Truth to be like, "Have a Kit Kat," pose with the thing, then hand it to him, and then leave? You're gonna sponsor everything else. At least sponsor something funny.
This SmackDown specifically felt devoid of anything Halloween-y, which is weird because SmackDown usually does like a costume thing backstage where a bunch of people are dressed up for like a party or some sort of thing, and there was like nothing tonight, dude. Nothing. They had a cool little infographic.
All the main eventers, all the actual main eventers had the night off because they're probably wrestling tomorrow. Which isn't true.
That's not.
The two from that show that's wrestling we're actually there.
4 of the 4. Like the 4 from that show, because both Tiffy and Jade are there.
It's Tiffy, Jade, Cody, and Drew, right?
Yeah.
Those are the only SmackDown matches tomorrow.
I believe so. Yeah.
And
Casina's.
Thank goodness.
Casina's wrestling. Hold on, because then we've also got Cena and who the fuck is Cena wrestling?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Is Cena not wrestling? He might not be.
Maybe not. I don't remember what the card is, other than Jay Punk, Cody, Drew, the ladies match, Jade and Tiffy.
Hold on. I know we got the CM Punk match.
Yeah, Jay and Punk.
Scheduled for Saturday night's main event, 11-1. Okay, there's only 4 matches, and you're right. Okay, so Cena wasn't one of them. It's Cody, Drew, Tiffany, Jade, Dominic, Penta, Rusev, and then Punk and Uso. So.
Okay, so I can get behind that. That's.
No,
I hope it stays that small card.
It's a good lineup. I just don't care. I honestly, it's actually a really good lineup. Because I even think Tiffany and Jade can put on a good match now that Nia's not going to be involved. But we'll see. So anyways, where were we? Oh yeah, it feels specifically devoid of anything Halloween-y. Back to what we were doing though. So R-Truth is giving people candy dressed up as Santa. It's Motor City Machine Guns. Then Solo comes in. Motor City Machine Guns challenges them to a tag match tonight. Cool. Anyways, match 1. WWE US Championship match, Ilya Dragunov versus Nathan Frazier. This is my match of the night because the bar is that low.
There was nothing particularly bad about this match. It was just way too fucking long.
So we start off, Nathan Frazier accepts the challenge. Ciampa comes out, and I got excited. Because I was like, oh, Ciampa's going to come in, and we're either going to get a 3-way match, which I thought would have been a really cool twist. Or
Ciampa's going to get rid of the Fraxium guy.
Or Ciampa's going to take the match, because honestly, Ciampa versus Dragunov would have been a banger, because they both wrestle very stiffly.
Agreed.
And they'd have beat the hell out of each other. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure they've wrestled before in NXT, and it was great.
More than likely.
Except, Ciampa and Frazier get to the ring. They both kind of run their mouths a little bit, and then Ilya's like, Frazier got here first, gotta bounce, Ciampa. And I'm like, bruh, you just gave us a match that we know for sure Nathan's not gonna win. So there doesn't feel like anything's really at stake here. And
all you did was present us with a better option. And now all my mind can do is think, man, I wish I would have had the other option instead.
Right. And here's the thing, the match was fine. It was a finely wrestled match. But
the Nathan Frazier guy is not a bad worker.
I just didn't care.
It's just you showed us something more exciting.
Yeah. Ilya wins with his dumbass finisher that's never been good, but whatever.
Oh, I hate it. It's a falling forearm.
Thankfully, somehow Nathan didn't break his neck though off the top rope German suplex. He jumped way too early on. I was like, oh, he's gonna die. So I mean, he was good. They finished the match. But yeah, I would have rather Ciampa got the match. And then, peep this, guys. Not only was the match super long, we get a post-match angle where Ciampa comes out and attacks Frazier, and then it went to commercial break. I don't know.
Yeah.
What
it was a production error.
The fuck happened? But they just
came back and showed a recap.
It was mid, like, Ciampa goes for a punch, and then it's like commercial break, and I was like,
and then it cut out.
Huh?
It was some AEW production shit.
They did show afterwards, but by then it's like, well, I don't care now.
Yeah, pretty much.
But then backstage, they're still fighting.
Yeah.
Ilya
Look at that dust cloud of fighting around the arena again.
Ilya breaks it up and basically tells everybody to fucking bounce. And then Tama Tonga, for some reason, comes up holding the title that is Ilya's and is like, yeah. And then I'm like, no.
No. Keep the MFT away from every title, please.
Better yet, keep the MFT off my TV. All right? That would be the sign I would make to take into a SmackDown. Keep the MFT off my TV.
I couldn't bring myself to pay for a SmackDown.
I couldn't either. I'd rather pay to watch micro wrestling. Which actually that'd probably be really fun. It's a little person wrestling league, y'all.
Bunch of little luchas.
Yes, absolutely. So then we get Kit Wilson and Carmelo Hayes, which, listen, there were a couple high points in this match for me. First and foremost,
Kit was fine.
Kit has a really neat DDT.
Agreed.
Which I've never seen before. But okay, they had one high point. That was it. Miz ended up interfering, threw Carmelo into a ring post. Kit hit a top rope elbow, but Hayes kicked out. Mello then runs up and hits his first 48 finishing move, which is just a code breaker, and got the win. Miz immediately comes in post-match, hits a skull-crushing finale, and we go to commercial, and I still don't care.
Yep.
Hold on 1 second. Gil, shut up! What's the recording, Gil? What's the recording?
Poor Gil. It's like it knows.
Nia versus... Oh, no, I'm sorry. There were some backstage segments. First backstage... Thank you, because I didn't want to talk about that yet. First backstage segment was Bliss and Charlotte. Charlotte says that if the Kabuki Warriors have a problem, they can basically come get some. But also, Alexa and Charlotte are still having their like friendly hating moments every now and again, which is still funny to me. Charlotte keeps blaming everything on astrology signs, which had me laughing.
She was stroking Alexa's little pony, or her little pigtail thing. It was weird.
Then we get another backstage segment where Zayn is asking Nick Aldis if he can have the Motor City Machine Guns back for their match. Aldis says he's not cleared, so he has to sit this one out. Cody comes in, says he's proud of Sammy. Sammy, by the way, at this point says when he gets healthy, and then he kind of just trailed off. And it's kind of hinting that he's thinking about going for the world title, even though it's not said, but it was very subtle, and I definitely picked up on it.
Well, that was what he was trying to do before he won the U.S. title. And he ended up having to settle for the U.S. title instead.
He had a chance for that if he'd have hopped over sooner when Heyman offered it to him. Cody then tells Nick that he had nothing to do with Jacob, and he says he's good with the contract for him and Drew. Okay, now.
We think Cody totally attacked Jacob Fatu, right?
I actually don't know, nor do I think I care.
I think a heel turn needs to happen to freshen Cody up because it's starting to get a little AEW Cody going on in the WWE.
I touch on that later in my notes.
Ah, good.
So, Nia versus Alexa Bliss is one of the worst matches I've ever seen in my life.
It was pretty much every Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax match.
Nia
There's really nothing more that needs to be said.
Nia does this like sitting move on Alexa in the ropes that I called the stink back. Um, I don't understand the reason for this move. Uh, Bliss does this cross body while Nia's on her knees that looked absolutely terrible. Alexa goes to do the X Factor and Nia falls on her ass. Nia falls on her ass instead of her face. It's about the same. Dude, Nia is the worst. The absolute worst. Alexa ends up rolling up Nia off of a Tree of Woe missile dropkick. And dude, I don't know what else to say because people seem to really like Nia in the wrestling space, and I don't fucking get it. She is uncoordinated. She can't take a bump to save her soul correctly. She can't sell. She can't do anything right, it seems. Like I said, she was supposed to take an X Factor, and she sat down on her ass. Like, how do you forget to fall forward?
Maybe she can't take a face bump. Some people just can't take certain types of bumps.
That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse. You cover your face on your way down. Everybody did it with the X Factor. You'll be fine. I don't.
I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to defend it. I'm just saying some people struggle with certain types of bumps.
She struggles with bumping, period. It's not certain types of bumps.
Agreed.
She couldn't even...
Yeah, you're not wrong.
She didn't even land being cross-bodied well. Like, Alexa tried, man. Alexa tried to do what she could.
Yeah, I don't put any of the blame on Alexa. Nia is a wrestler who, unless she's a monster, and she has to be booked as one.
She's a fucking monster.
Is a monster. Hey, don't insult the monsters. She has to go over, and she has to go over strong, or she looks really bad and is exposed.
And
it's
what?
She's female Bill Goldberg.
At least Bill Goldberg was convincing. And also, the other thing that didn't make sense for most of this match, what the fuck is Charlotte doing for the entire match? Every single time Alexa ended up outside, Charlotte threw her back in the ring.
It's so she didn't get counted out.
No. I feel like it was so that she would get her ass beat.
Yeah, it's the frenemy thing, man. Well, I mean, she got her the win by just off the distraction. The baby faces are the ones that did the heel distraction.
Yeah, this whole match was rough. Here's moving forward, this is what's going to happen. Nia Jax is going to be in the ring, and I'm pushing the fast forward button. I'm done. I am never going to subject myself to another one of her fucking matches again.
So you're saying you're not watching Charlotte and Nia next week?
No, I will not. I don't care. I will fast forward. Hope you take some notes because I'm done. I'm done with her. I've never seen her have a good match. I've never seen her have a good promo. She is the worst female wrestler in the history of the WWE, and there's a lot of stinkers in there. She's the worst.
I have nothing to defend her with, so.
So, now that I'm done bitching, backstage, we get a great moment. So Solo runs into Rey Fenix. Solo tells him to go trick-or-treating. Rey steps up on a box and says he wants to wrestle against Taller Tonga. So he wanted to be eye level with Taller Tonga. And then Phoenix slaps the shit out of this man.
Like a bitch. Like a little bitch.
Oh, Phoenix is going to get politely chokeslammed. It's going to be great.
Oh, chokeslams are terrible.
We get the Mania Vegas vignette that I was talking about for Monday night, which was terrible. We get a Damian Priest Aleister Black vignette, which is also terrible because I can't believe a thing Damian Priest has. He's so soft-spoken, he does not come off as believably mad.
No, he doesn't.
And when he tries to get that gruff in his voice, I'm like, calm down, bisexual Undertaker.
Simmer down, bisexual Undertaker.
No, he's a great... I like Damian. I do. He's
He's a solid worker.
He cannot come off as intimidating on the mic, and I don't know. It's goofy. He needs a mouthpiece. He needs a mouthpiece. So then backstage, this is the part I was talking about. So Tiffany Stratton is confronted by Kiana James and Julia. uh, where Kiana James says it looks like Tiffy time is almost over, and Tiffy says she'll find the Tiffy time to beat her ass, and I laughed out loud, dude. um, I forgot to mention Nick Aldis was trying to convince her to not wrestle tomorrow because of her knee injury, and she's like, "No, I'm going to do it."
Yeah, which means Jade's totally going over.
It's time. I mean, who else is on? Who else is going to do it on the SmackDown roster? Nia. Look, might as well just throw it on Jade and see what happens. I don't fucking care anymore, anyways.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I just keep going back to these rosters need to be shaken up.
Like, I want to be like, they could just give it to Charlotte, but somebody somewhere is like, no, we don't need another Charlotte run. And I'm like, all right, fine.
Yeah, we don't.
There's not really many other better options on SmackDown.
That's why they need to freshen the roster up.
So then afterwards, Chelsea Green comes up in a Snow White outfit. Congrats on dressing up for something, Chelsea. Chelsea always does, though.
Yeah, Chelsea always does. And I'm not surprised it was a Disney
Princess
themed outfit. Her and Matt Cardona are huge Disney adults.
Yeah, they are. Julia was wearing a skeleton jacket, as I said earlier. Chelsea is super worried that Julia is going to break her record for the longest women's U.S. title run because, you know, that matters because it's not even been that long.
Yeah, well, at least Chelsea defended it. Julia doesn't ever defend it.
It gets her a rematch, and then Nikki Cross shows up out of fucking nowhere in the background and scares
her Chelsea in the her service.
Scares the shit out of Chelsea. Chelsea takes off running, and you actually hear as they're going to commercial break her starting to say, "Oh hell no!"
Oh hell no!
It was fantastic.
Congrats to Chelsea Green for just signing a new 5-year deal. Apparently,
yes, always. Now, if only she could get her man a deal. I know that's not up to her, by the way, guys. I'm just saying. I would like to see some Matt Cardona in more than just NXT.
Yeah, but if he came back, they'd probably make him Zack Ryder, and I can do without that.
Woo woo woo. You know it.
You know it.
We get match 4, which is the Motor City Machine Guns versus JC Mateo and Tama Tonga, which was almost my match of the night. If it would have been anyone but fucking the MFTs, I probably would have enjoyed this. The Motor City Machine Guns tried. JC Mateo tried.
They sure did.
Tama Tonga, honestly, dude, JC Mateo is the only one with a positive work rate in that fucking group. And I feel bad for him.
You're not wrong.
We say that every time.
The Tongas were a tag team for a reason.
Well, and that was my other problem. I love JC Mateo, but why the fuck isn't Tonga Loa wrestling with Tama Tonga? He's outside the ring. He's there.
I know that.
Like,
you know that.
The match would have been worse, don't get me wrong.
Right, but why aren't the Guerrillas of Destiny wrestling with one another?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Tama Tonga ends up getting the win with his Wish version of the Hidden Blade, which was terrible, by the way. He doesn't know how to do that move correctly.
Oh, it's awful.
Fucking.
It's like he goes for a chop and they miss.
Like,
and the guy lays down.
I have never in my life seen the Hidden Blade
look so bad.
Look bad.
No.
Until this motherfucker started doing it.
Yep.
I don't know. Anyways,
he doesn't come anywhere close to. There's no bump.
No.
The person just falls down. At least when Ospreay hits it, it looks like he does a running elbow.
One time he did it so viciously that it was going around on the internet and people thought that he had killed the dude that he hit. That was a fun time on Twitter. Dude was perfectly fine, by the way, for anybody that wanted to know.
Because they're professionals.
Right. Tala Tonga politely chokeslammed Sabin afterwards. And when I say politely chokeslammed, guys, like he goes to do the chokeslam, but then lays him down nice and neatly on the mat. There was no spike to it or anything.
The worst chokeslam. You talk about taking the slam out of the chokeslam.
Yeah, it was more of like a choke. a choke betting because it's like how you would lay somebody to. Anyways,
It's like he was laying down Chris Sabin for a nap.
right. So then Ray comes out, he gets laid out, and then Shinsuke comes out, and then he also got politely choke slammed. Although it was a little bit more rough with him than it was with Sabin. So I'm thankful that there was at least some power laid into it. What's funny is you told me it was a terrible choke slam, and when he went to go start to do the choke slam, I was like, this doesn't look that bad. Oh.
Yeah. Like, this isn't so... Oh. He took all the impact out of it.
It was like the table when it politely collapsed. It just...
Yeah.
It's no impact.
Where you just lay on it, and then it takes a few seconds, and then it just goes, okay, snap.
Backstage, Drew says he's fine with the contract, and that is our next segment. This honestly was a pretty decent segment once they got into it.
Honestly, it was the segment of the night for me.
First
it actually accomplished something, I guess.
First and foremost, when it came back from commercial break, there were 20 minutes left in the show. And I was like, okay, we're going to take 20 minutes in the show. But by the time that Nick Aldis announced that they were doing the contract signing, Cody came out and said Happy Halloween, and then Drew got to the ring. There was 10 minutes left. So.
Yep. Intros, baby. They be lasting a long time.
At that point, Drew's like, I'm not signing it. Cody goes ahead and signs it from his side. Drew says he doesn't want the match to be lopsided. Says he basically wants... He doesn't think it's okay for Cody to be able to get DQ'd or counted out and not lose the title. At that point, Nick Aldis is like, fine, we'll just find somebody else in the back that'll take your place. Drew says that's fine. He goes to leave. Cody tells him to sit his ass down. Cody basically says he's okay with adding a stipulation that he can lose the title on a count out or DQ. Cody then tells Nick to let it happen. Nick says fine. Drew signs it. Listen, all that bullshit aside, it was all stupid. All of that I don't care about. However, post-signing is where it got interesting.
Yes.
Drew starts to take a stab at Cody and his family lineage. He calls himself the real American dream because he came from overseas, became an American citizen, is making a lot of money, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, he said Cody was more like corporate America.
Yeah. Cody said that the difference between them, which I thought this was amazing. I thought he was going to bring up, I left and started my own company. That's where I thought this was going. And it went.
Oh no, they're never gonna allow him to admit he was one of the co-founders of AEW on TV.
It went even better though. Cody said
they talked about him leaving and going to TNA and doing all that stuff.
Cody said, "Yeah, we both left the company and traveled the same path. Traveled similar paths." He's like, I did follow your footsteps. He's like, but here's the difference. I grew the balls and walked out when I left WWE. You just got fired.
You were fired.
And I was like, got him. Drew said that one day the fans will turn on him, and this is where I said we already have. Go watch AEW. Go watch the end of his AEW run, and see how we're kind of starting to even act to him now. Like, you've heard us talk about it. I've heard tons of other people talk about it. Like, he's getting kind of stale and boring.
He's Homelander.
Yeah. He's a better heel than a face, and people don't want to believe that.
People don't remember it.
Well, because
they don't remember Dashing Cody Rhodes.
No. Dashing Cody Rhodes was trash.
I love Dashing Cody Rhodes. You shut your mouth.
Heel Cody, New Japan heel Cody, that's heel
Ring
Cody.
Of Honor,
Ring of Honor heel Cody, that's heel Cody.
Yeah, he was great. I agree.
Now, they're never going to let him get to the level in terms of his intensity that he got because, like, obviously he was able to cuss and say whatever basically the fuck he wanted in those other promotions.
Well, he had more creative freedom.
Right.
But he's probably, he could say and do what he wants there. He's the top babyface of the whole company.
Right. Now, he then went on to say, Cody, why are you even here? You should be trick-or-treating with your daughters. And you can see...
What's their names again?
Cody was starting to get shit. He goes, what's their names again? Referencing the fact that Cody's never home. Cody snapped, went to go hit him with the title, Drew ducked. Nick Aldis was trying to tell Cody he needs to chill. At that point, Cody pushed Nick out of the way and ate a Claymore. And then he power bombed Cody through the table to end the night. Like, the last 7 minutes was amazing.
It was the only interesting part of the show, which is why it was amazing.
But dude, this might be one of the worst SmackDowns of the year, man. And it's crazy because, like, we know they can do a good SmackDown. They had a great one, like, what, 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago? I think it was 2 weeks ago.
I'd have to look at my notes. I try to block these shows out.
So, like, they can do it. You got to get away. Like, dude, the MFTs aren't it. Naya's not it.
No.
I get trying to do what you can with Kit, but you might as well wait until his tag team partner's healed so that they can come back, because apparently he's out with a shoulder injury. Mello is fine. Mello actually was fine wrestling, and they could do things to push Mello, but he's stuck in the Miz vortex, dude. Like, I'm to the point, don't get me wrong. I like Miz as a worker overall. But he's been the same character for 15 years.
Ooh, at least 15 years.
Like, Miz has done nothing to change it up. Even when he's in tag teams, he's still very much the Miz.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know. It's run its course. I'm ready for him to, like, retire and do something backstage or something.
Go host reality shows like you have been.
Something like that.
Yeah, because honestly, aside from the Nia Jax match, the wrestling was fine. It was okay.
Aside from Nia Jax and, like, most of the MFT tag match.
Okay, I'll give you that. But the Motor City Machine Guns were good in there.
Yeah, Motor City Machine Guns. JC Mateo's fine.
Yeah, the wrestling was okay. It's just everything else around all of it was just so uninteresting.
It's like okay, you start off the night with Ilya and Nathan, and this honestly gave me the same feeling as, like, when you find out Hook's in a 4-way dance for the world title match. Like, he'll do fine, but I don't care. You know they're not gonna win.
Right.
There's no reason for them to be there.
That whole problem was they showed us Ciampa.
Oh, and that was even worse because it's like
they showed us a better option.
Yeah, there was like, oh, we could have that. Ah, never mind.
Yeah, you get all excited and then you get told it's something completely different, and you're just like, eh.
And let's be real. What is this really going to push? All they did was set up another match between DIY and Fraxium. Like, bruh. Honestly,
yeah.
I like DIY. Don't get me wrong. I hope they don't break up as a tag team over dumb shit again. But at least, like, if Ciampa wants to go for a US title, Ilya can win that match. That's fine. But let them go because they're going to have a banger.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, I would give this whole show like a D- if I graded things, but I'm not. It just sucked. There's your rating. It sucked.
Not good. Avoid.
And it sucks, dude, because, like, you always fear for missing a SmackDown because there might be that one good episode that's worth watching, like I said a couple weeks ago. But
I know, right?
But then I sit here and I'm like, but do I really want to watch this every Friday or Saturday? Like, this sucks. They need a shake-up.
Oh, and this is coming off of the pretty good Raw and the very good Dynamite.
Yeah. So, like, SmackDown, guess what? So far, you are the worst show this week, which is normal.
Yep.
Up to this point.
Honestly, Collision doesn't look like it'll be that bad.
We'll see.
Based on the card.
I don't even know what all is being wrestled on Collision. But, like, dude, we got to deal with...
I don't remember either, but I remember going, oh, that's a pretty good match. Oh, that's a pretty good match when I was watching Dynamite.
We got 4 hours of wrestling tomorrow. And the benefit to all this is they're both on at the same time, so if you're super diligent, you can watch them both at the same time. I will...
Ugh, that makes my ADHD go crazy.
I won't be doing that. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch Collision live, even though it's taped, and then I'm going to watch Saturday night's main event.
That's interesting because I'm going to do the opposite because Saturday night's main event comes on an hour earlier.
Oh, does it? Oh, never mind. I'll watch.
Yeah, it comes on at 7.
If it comes on at 7, I will watch that one and then go back and watch Collision.
Yeah.
But
Saturday night main event comes on at 7, and then Collision comes on at 8. So I figure watch Saturday night main event to its completion, and then be able to watch Collision while being able to skip commercials.
It is 7. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that because I absolutely would have missed it.
No worry, man. That's what I'm here for.
I just started watching at 8 and been like, what the fuck? Actually, I wouldn't have even noticed because I'd have watched Collision and then I went back to watch.
Yeah, you wouldn't have known the difference. You would have just started an hour later than me.
But yeah, so yeah, I guess I'll be watching Saturday Night's Main Event live, which means the first hour of oh no, because Collision's taped, so it doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter.
Yeah, Collision's a tape show, which means it should be a tight show because they've had time to edit it.
Depends. I feel like they would still set it up in a way that the first hour is not all that great because they know people are going to be watching Saturday Night's Main Event. Wrestling shows do some weird shit like that, dude. I don't know.
Yeah,
like
you're not wrong.
Compete for fuck's sake.
Don't book a huge card because they've got a show going on and we don't want to have to compete and then actually, show these good matches when we may have a third of the viewership.
Listen, Saturday Night's Main Event does not have a good track record so far. So I'm just saying.
No, it does not.
Saturday Night's main commercials. That's what it should be called.
I'm just hoping they don't try to stretch that to 3 hours. 2 hours should be plenty.
Correct. All right. So with that being that's crazy. With that being said, we're done. That's the end of SmackDown. I'm gonna go punch myself in the face now because I need to feel better about myself.
Nothing like a smooth punch to the face.
Oh, this show sucked. All right, guys.
It was such a disappointment based off the other two shows.
Right, and it's like, hey, this is your lead into your big event for Saturday.
Well, dude, they don't have to try anymore. They make money despite themselves.
That's true. But all right, guys, that's gonna do it. We love y'all. We'll talk to y'all next time. Deuces.
Later.